Well, here I am at our new hives. These three right here, that one there is an old hive. Those two over there, boxes, are hives that died out. One problem I'm having is my smoker. I'm not going to open these hives until this smoker's working. Because these bees are a little bit on the ornery side. They're starting to work now. Might have to just keep puffing on it a while, I guess. I've got cotton in there and hay in there. And the hay's not wanting to burn too well. As soon as it gets to the cotton, it'll burn really well. But those two dead outs over there, actually three, there's one underneath that box right there, are, I guess I could blame everybody but me, but the truth of the matter is, it's our taking care of the bees. We didn't feed them enough last year. We didn't treat them for mites, and they probably had a case of mites. We didn't treat them actually at all for anything. And you know, you have to take care of them. You have to take care of your bees. You got to treat them for stuff. You got to treat them for mites. Usually at the very beginning of spring, you put something in there for mite control. Then fall, like around October, you'll put something in there for mite control. But if you don't take care of them, especially July and August, September, when it's really hot and flowers are blooming, as you can see, there's a bunch of flowers around here right now. And we've got a bunch of trees with flowers in them. I don't see them right here real close, but they're around here. Honeysuckle. So anyway, that hive right there, I'm going to do it really quickly. Well, as quick as I can, because it's a little bit moist out here. I'm going to do that one. Just show you, I'm going to put a box on top of this box right here. I got everything laying on it. Makes me think I better move everything. But I'm going to put that box on top of it real fast. And then I'm going to do the other two. And that one down there, I'm going to have to do a whole inspection and see if I need to do more for it. I may have to split it, or I brought a fourth box. I may just put another box on top of that box. That make that hive as big as possible. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to put my glove on. So that's going to take a second. Okay, well, this hive here, not so friendly. The bottom board wasn't on right. So I took it off, so now there's bees all over everywhere. I have lifted the lid and smoked them a little bit. I have to smoke them some more because I got to take this lid off. Because I'm going to put another box on top of this box. What I'm going to do is just take the lid off, and this is what this gentleman calls a 4-frame nuke. I don't know if you can tell. I'm going to try to get them all down in there out of the way. At least most of them. This is not a 4-frame nuke. This is a beehive. A full beehive. Matter of fact, they're so full, they need more room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this box right here, the red box, and that gray box, and I'm going to put them together. I'm going to do this one-handed. And I'm going to try not to squish very many bees. So, I'll put it on here, slide it over, try to get it as even as I can get it. And then, when I get it even, if that's pretty darn even, I'm going to put their lid back on. These guys are mean and nasty. And I'm going to try not to squish very many bees when I do this, because I'm doing it one-handed. As you can see, there's a lot of bees on the top too. Now, I've got frames in here that already have comb on them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames that don't have comb, and the 4 darker ones, wooden ones, 3 in the middle and 1 off to the side, all have comb already. So they'll be able to move up without any problem. All the worker bees got to do is clean out that hive and go for it. I want everything nice and even. because they're going to seal it down. And when they seal it down, oh, nice and even. I'm not going to bother these bees again for probably about 2 weeks, maybe even longer. Okay. All right. That's nice and even. The bees are unhappy. They don't like me. I don't blame them. I'm tearing up their house, they think. But actually, I've squished a couple. Actually, I just gave them a whole lot more places to live. We can get all these around the front and get them back in there. You can see them all down there wandering around. And smoke in the face doesn't help much. But basically, that's it. I put a box on top of a box. Now they got room to grow. Yeah, that smoke is not good. Now, I guess I can do another one while you watch if you want. Actually, you don't know if you want. You're not here. So, I'm just going to take the lid off this one. Really fast like, because I know it's already loose. Well, it was already loose. They've already put it down. So, these are pretty hardy bees. I got these for about half the price what you can buy bees for. And this is what he calls a 4-frame nuke. And I'm not going to take any of the frames out, but a lot of those frames already have capped honey on them. I don't know if you can see down in there or not. Now these bees are pretty docile. They're not really coming after me. They're not bothering me. They're just doing what they're doing. And see, he's got some plastic frames in here and some wood ones. That's the guy right there. Anyway, his wife's one of the best bee people I know. I'm gonna take this brown one here, and I'm gonna set it on top of that one. As nice and calmly as I possibly can. And I'm gonna get that one nice and even. As even as I can. So it looks good. Fits good. The bees make what's called propolis. Oh boy, that smoke kills me. Bees make what they call propolis, and that propolis, they seal up all the edges with it. They'll seal the lid onto it, and look at that lid. There's some bees on that lid. And when I say I put comb in here already, if I can get this out real fast, I have, let's see, from here, looks like that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 with comb. I'll probably take this one, put it over here, and put 2 in the middle with comb on it. But as you can see, these frames already have comb on them. I have 4 frames in there like that with comb on it. Bees, all they got to do is go up there and clean it out, and the queen can start landing in there. And it kind of gives them a jump start to doing their thing, being bees and building a bee home. So move that over. Let's see, that one has comb on it. This one doesn't. This one does. And this green one here, I got my hand, is a brand new one. I kind of like that yellow and the white better than I like the black background because it's easier to see what you're doing. But you know, holding the camera and doing this, I'm not a professional. I'm not even a professional beekeeper. I think you can live your entire life and not know everything there is to know about bees because they just have a mind of their own. Try to create equal space in here. Get rid of any of these little gaps like right here, so that the bees have what's called bee space. That is, they'll hopefully create a uniform hive and stick to the frames. If not, you'll have hive all over the top, hive all over the sides. You'll have hive about everywhere you go. Now these fellas here, girls actually. I'm not looking for a queen or anything. I'm just going to show you some bees. I don't see any drones in there. It's all worker bees. Tap them off just a little bit so I get them with the edge, because I don't like squishing bees. Put that down on there. Even it up good. You see I'm evening it up good. Trying to anyway. Get all the edges just right. And then leave them alone for a while. Let them be bees. And that's it for that. Put a brick on top of that one. And as you can see, beehives that have died. And actually last year, we had 6 that died. That's not a good number, but we did have 6. Now what I'm going to do, so I got one more to do. Just put a top on. These 2 are done. They got an extra box on. Now they got a place to grow. Bees like to move up instead of down, so they'll move up into that box. And I'll do this one here the same. This one looks like it has a hole in the back. I don't know if you can see that. I'm pretty sure that's a hole in the back. Out there. So I'm going to let that go for now. But they're not using the front. So maybe I'll put some tape on that after a while or do something to it. It looks like that's their preferred entrance and exit. I think I prefer the front. But anyway, all the bees have settled down. I got stung once in my finger. If they land on your glove, they can bite right or sting right through that glove. So I went on the finger. That's it. And it wasn't all the way through, just a little tap, so not much.